Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about the apparent bending of a stick underwater, and after that we'll see few consequences of the refraction of light. So as you can see in this diagram, there is a stick ABC which is immersed in water. So two rays of light from point A strike on this air water interface. So this is water, denser medium, and air, rarer medium. So we know that when ray of light travel from a denser to a rarer medium, it bends away from normal. So these two rays of light, when they strike on this surface, so they will bend away from normal. So where they will meet? When we will extend these two rays in backward direction. So that means when we see this from here, the stick, so it appears to be at point A1 instead of point A. So the part of the stick which is immersed underwater, that is BA part, is now from outside will look that it is coming from A1B. So that is why due to refraction of light the stick looks bent from the point B, and the stick depth appear to be raised, and this is the case of refraction of light. So you can show it by this ray diagram how the refraction takes place, and this is the case why we see the stick or a pencil or a straw when it is immersed in water, the portion which is immersed in the water appear to be raised and therefore bent from the point where it is immersed. Clear? Now, many times this question is asked, why does the bottom of a tank or a pond appear to be raised? So same case, till now I hope you all know about the real and apparent depth and why the object when viewed from a rarer medium and the object is in denser medium appear to be raised. So this is also a case of refraction of light. So when we view the bottom of a tank, like on your roof, if you have a tank of water and you will see from the top of it, so you will see the bottom appear to be raised. So this happened because of the refraction of light. So here you can see O is a point at the bottom of this tank. So from O, two rays of light OA and OB striking on this air water interface. So they are since these rays of light are going from a denser to a rarer medium, so they will bend away from normal. So OA will go along AX and OB will go along BY. So where the image will be formed of point O, so it will be formed when we'll extend the refracted rays in backward direction. So you can see the image will be formed at point I instead of point O. So that means I is the virtual image of the object O, and because of that the tank appear to be raised. That means it will look at the position P dash IQ dash instead of POQ. So from this point till the surface, this will be the real depth, and from where we see the image from that air water interface, it will be the apparent depth. So this is the reason why we see the bottom of a tank or pond appear to be raised, and it is a question also given in your book to explain the reason and also to draw the ray diagram. So by this ray diagram you can show the refraction taking place in this case. Now, I told you that till now we had discussed the cases in which the object is in denser medium and it is viewed from rarer medium. What if the object is in rarer medium and it is viewed from denser medium? So think about fish. So like fish is in water. So what about fish? So when we the fish see the humans, so will the humans look to her like the same height, of the same height, or of the different height? So that is the case what I am trying to tell you, that when an object is placed in a rarer medium and it is viewed from a denser medium, or you can say you are inside water and you see a tree or a building outside, so what you will see, the real height or a different height? So when we are in a denser medium and we view a object which is in rarer medium, so it appears to be at a greater distance than its real distance. Just the reverse case. So in this case, the object appear to be at greater height than its real height. So why this happens? So you can see in this figure that O is the point which is in rarer medium, and two rays of light OA striking on this air water interface normally and one OB striking obliquely. So the ray which strike normal to the surface will pass undeviated, follows the path AB, and OB will suffer refraction. So we know that ray of light going from rarer to denser medium, it will bend away from normal. So refracted ray will be BC. Now from here when you will see the image of this O, so it will appear to be come from I instead of O. So you can see that the image is of greater height than its real height. So because of that, when we see any object from a denser medium and the object is in rarer medium, so it will look of greater height than its real height. So you can imagine the fish looks to us and we look for her, our height will be more than our real height. Or if you go inside and you will see a person outside of it, so you will see the different height of that person instead of its real height. So that is due to the refraction of light. Now we will discuss about the few of the consequences of the refraction of light. So in our daily life we came across the many cases in which we see the phenomena happens due to the refraction of light. So like star twinkling in the sky, this is a case of refraction. Sun is seen a few minutes before it rises and after few minutes before it sunsets. So all these are the cases due to the refraction of light. So what kind of refraction? So this is due to the atmospheric refraction. So what is atmospheric refraction? So the atmosphere of earth consists of different layers of air, we all know that. So out of these, some air layers are hot which have low densities, and while the others are cold which have high densities. So the hot layers of air behaves as a optically rarer medium for light rays, whereas the cold layers of air behaves as a optically denser medium for the light rays. So when an object emit light rays in the atmosphere, so these light rays pass through the atmosphere having different layers of air of different densities, few of high densities and few of low densities, and because of that they get refracted by the atmosphere. So such kind of refraction is your atmospheric refraction. So the refraction of light caused by the atmosphere of earth is called atmospheric refraction. So now let's discuss the case of twinkling of stars. So what do you mean by twinkling? So that means sometime it looks bright and sometime it looks dim. So because of that it is known as twinkling. So star twinkles. So why this happened? So this happened because of the atmospheric refraction. So how? So let's see. So when the light rays coming from a star reaches our eyes, so just now we had discussed that after passing through the atmosphere having different air layers of different optical densities. But the optical densities of different layers of air will keep on changing because of the change in temperature, and due to which the light rays coming from a star are refracted to different amount at different moment of time, and the path of refracted rays keep on changing. So because of that sometimes the more light is refracted towards our eyes, and in that case we'll see the star bright, and sometimes less rays are refracted towards our eyes, and in that case the star appears to be dim to us, and this gives the twinkling effect to a star. So because this is the reason of the twinkling of stars in the sky. So I hope this topic is clear to you.